mean, we came to this country and this is my American dream, Burger King. And she said, tell me something. What about it? What is it about that makes you so happy, that excites you the most? And I said, being able to serve the burgers to the people that drive by. I feel important. I'm going to feel important with my headset, and I'm just going to take orders, and I'm not going to be smelly. That's exciting. And she said this. Have you ever thought about maybe you being one of the persons or one of the people in the car? Maybe you being one of the drivers and somebody else serving you the burger. Have you thought about that? Have you seen yourself there? And to be honest with you, I said, my mom's so mean. She's killing me again. All of this is in my head. I remember looking at her like, man, no, I haven't thought about that, I said. She said, well, think about that. And she planted another seed. Because I went back to work and I was excited and happy and I did my best. But every time a car would drive by, I would remember, what if you were sitting there? What if I was on the other side? What if somebody else was serving the burger and I would drive off in that beautiful car? So I started to see myself there. But I really didn't want to entertain it because I thought, yeah, that sounds nice. Sounds like a dream. But how am I ever going to be able to drive a car like that? I don't even know how to drive. And I don't have a license. Like, forget it. So I would discourage myself and just enjoy what I was doing. Then she invited me to go with her to buy her car insurance. She's like, come with me. Okay. So we went. We go to this office in La Puente. And the office is packed. They have a lot of clients. We're there. We're sitting. Me and my mom were sitting along with other people. And I'm just sitting there. You know, I'm 18 years old. I'm not really like paying attention. I'm just, minding my own business. I'm just sitting there with my mom. And my mom starts to look around. And she tells me, ¿Ya viste? Have you noticed? What? This place has a lot of clients. And there's not a lot of people helping. And then I started to notice, pay attention. I said, oh yeah, huh? Yeah. You know what? I think you should go ask for a job. But I said, no, I don't need a job. I already have a job. And I have the best one. I don't need it. She looked at me again and she's like, you're going to get up and you're going to ask for a job. And when my mom really wanted me to do something, she would make me just by giving me that look. ¿Sabes? El que dan las mamás de, lo vas a hacer.
Unique look.
Yeah. And then
Firm love.
I try to look away and mom, no. She said, I'm going to count to 3. All of this conversation is happening between me and her. And she's kind of whispering like, I'm going to count to 3. You're going to get up. And you're going to ask for a job. And I said, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? I don't know how to do anything. You're going to ask for a job. And if they ask you, what is your experience? What do you know? Look at me. Because I was trying to look away, trying to disregard her. She's like, you're going to say, señorita, I know from sweeping the floors to managing this place. You pick. And I was like, and I laughed. I said, ay, mamá, tan mal loca. No, mom, like, well, I'm not going to do that. 1, 2, at 2, I got up. And then I just looked around and I started sweating. My hands were sweating. I started shaking, but I was holding it together. And I looked at her. I would look at her and she would just give me that look of like, with eyes like, go. Right. She would just go, babe, dile. So I went out to the girl and I'm like, hi. And I didn't want anybody else to hear it because I knew I was going to get rejected.
Yeah.
And I was afraid of that. So I went out to her and I kind of whispered to her like, I'm looking for a job. And then the woman yells at the other girl over there, like, oh, ella quiere trabajo. She's looking for a job. And I'm like, oh my God, I just covered my face. I was so embarrassed. And my mom was pretending not to see me. So I said, yeah, I'm looking for a job. Okay, and what do you know? What is your experience? Then at that moment, I'm like, took a deep breath. I'm like, and I looked back and I looked at my mom, and she's just looking at me with that same look of like, tell her. And I told her that. I said,
you told her what your mommy told you?
I know from sweeping to managing this place, but I looked so confident. And the girl looked at me. She just laughed and she said, oh, really? I said, yes. Yes. And inside I'm thinking, I want to get the out of here, pero ahorita. She said, give me your number. I'll call you. And I said, great. Here's my number. And I went back. I sat next to my mom. She's like, what happened? Like, they're going to call me. Just went, We went home, and 5 minutes later, they called me.
They did?
They called me, Fernando.
Wow.
Oh, my God. The call that, I'm not going to say that changed my life, because everything adds. Everything adds. Every experience, every little thing I've lived.
There are pivotal moments, momentos así especiales, no? These kind of moments. I mean,
yes.
Because it wouldn't be, because your mother, what's her name? Rosy. So, si no hubiera sido por Rosy, you wouldn't do it. And probably you wouldn't be here. And that's what the seed that I was seeing in your narrative.
Yes.
Which is amazing. You should be proud and you should love your mother, immensely.
Oh, I love my mother. Unfortunately, she passed away in 2008. And that's another story, but I love her to death, and she's with me all the time. And I am her, like she really molded me. She made me.
So where did she get the drive? Where do you think, was she reading books? What, or just was instinctive?
She read the Bible. She was very blessed. She was a really good woman, very giving, very humble, very nice woman, very family oriented. And she loved me. And she always saw, I believe that she was very gifted, because she saw in me a lot of these traits and skills that she knew I had that I had no idea. So she helped me to discover those things. She helped me to believe in myself. And I'm thankful and blessed that I had a mom like her.
She was like the gardener and you were like the plant, and she was putting water on you. So because she knew, more than the plant itself, she knew the qualities, the capacity that you had. And that's what she was doing with you, which is great. And I'm happy also that you are never alone, because you always have that spirit with you.
Yes.
And then what happened? So you went to work.
I went to work. I went my first day. And I will never forget my first day. I got there and I didn't want to go in. I was ready to go work. I got to the place. I was at the door and I didn't want to open the door. I was there and I was like, oh my God. What if they ask me? Because I had already said, I know from sweeping the floor to managing this place, right, they're going to find out I lied. And I was really thinking about that when I was there already, when I was there right before I opened that door. And I was about to quit. I was about to walk back and say, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to tell my mom. And I started to tell me stories. And I said, I'm going to tell my mom.
Rationalizing the fear.
Oh, yes. I said, I'm going to go tell my mom that they discovered that I lied, that I got caught, that I was lying. And then something inside me and my mom's voice, I kept hearing her voice. You got this. You got this. You're good enough. You're smart. You're awesome. You're lovable. You can do anything you want. I could hear her voice. And then on my other ear, I was hearing, tell her, they knew you're lying. And it was just this battle. And then I just made that decision to walk in there. Because something my mom always told me. The no is already given. If you go out there and you come back with a no, there's nothing.
You had it already.
Yeah, exactly. The yes, it's the challenge. So always go out and find a yes. That makes you powerful. That makes you stronger. So just go out. What is the worst thing that could happen? You're going to end up in the same place you already are. So all of that is going through my head, and I'm only 18 and I'm scared. I'm freaking scared. I'm panicking and I'm by myself. And I think, Fernando, that has helped me all my life. Being by myself. And I'm not saying that I'm lonely and nobody likes me. I'm just saying that I only have had plan A in all my projects and everything I do. And I focus. When you only have plan A, you're only serving one purpose. All your energy goes to this one place, and then things happen. So I guess that if I had a friend or someone next to me, I would have been like, let's just go back and not do this. But I was there by myself, and I have to be strong. I had to just walk in there and face that fear of them finding out. So I walked in there, and I remember the manager and then the people there, and they intimidated me because they all looked very experienced. They all had suits and ties, and the women looked really nice. I'm only 18, and these are older people, maybe in their 20s, but they look older to me, and they looked like they knew what they were doing. When you see people walking, getting out from their desk and answering phones and going to a copy machine, and that's what I remember.
You feel that you don't belong there. Oh my God, what am I doing here?
Yes, exactly. Like, oh my God, pero ¿qué hice? ¿Qué estoy haciendo aquí, Dios mío? And I just looked at all of them, and I believe God was with me. God has always been with me, because I don't know where I got this strength to all of a sudden I didn't focus on them. All of a sudden, the manager, the owner, actually, it wasn't the manager, it was the owner, came to me. He sat me down and he said, welcome. Then he had a big old smile on his face. And I was just, oh my God, please don't ask me. Don't ask me. And just teach me whatever. And I remember he said, I'm going to pay you $4.25 an hour. That was my
$4.25.
$4.25 an hour. You're going to work 40 hours. I want you to come back tomorrow. We'll give you your business. Not tomorrow, but there was just doing like the orientation type of thing, the welcome. And he showed me around, and he gave me a desk. He said, okay, this is going to be your place, and these are your cards. We'll order your cards. And then tomorrow when you come back, I want you to wear a tight, short, black dress, because I'm going to send you out to promote my insurance. I want you to go out to the car dealers, and you just have to look pretty and smile and tell them, that you sell insurance, and then bring them over here and we sell them. And I said, I didn't think of anything, of when he said you need to come back and wear a short, nice, tight dress. I didn't have one, but I thought, well, that's fine. I'll get one. I'll buy one. But what am I going to say? I was so worried about what am I going to say to these people? I don't know nothing, and I can't tell this guy that I don't know anything. Maybe he's thinking that I know, and he's already going to send me to promote. I said, I'm going to have to figure it out. And that's another secret to my success. My ability to figure things out. That's when it started. Because it's all started with me not really believing in me, but being put in a place where, I was feeling pressure.
So what's the process to figure things out? What goes through your mind? How do you do it? I mean, is the approach is first you analyze things, you read about it. How do you find out?
Step one, face your fear. I'm not telling you to get rid of it because you will never get rid of it.